Hey, I'm Steve, and today on SV's Auto, we're putting new door cards in this 1975 Volkswagen Transporter. Come along and see how we do it. This is a 1975 Volkswagen. This bus has been in my garage about a year off and on. I've done a whole lot to this thing. We put a Subaru engine in it. Just got done doing some new seats. A little bit of customization there. I put temp sender, fuel sender in this thing. I also put a tachometer in there. And today, we're working on these door cards. This one's already been pulled. But as you can see, they're in a little bit of rough shape. I put in some different speakers that didn't line up with the ones that were in this. And if we turn this guy around, you can see there's a whole lot of deterioration on this. This thing is hammered. Took me about a month to get new ones from Europe. Got those through Bus Depot. Want to give them a shout out. And this side is not off yet. As you can see where the cutout doesn't line up, and that bottom is probably in about the same condition as the other side. So we removed all this hardware on the other side. Trim remover makes it a lot easier to get this work done. Pop this door card off, and we're gonna put get the new ones prepped. And since they don't come pre-cut out, we're gonna get the holes cut in this thing for the speaker and all the hardware and get it put back in. Alright, since these things don't come pre-cut out from the factory, what we've got to do is cut out. I already started doing this one a little bit, and so I'm going to get started cutting the rest of these out and get this thing ready to put back in. Before I cut anything else, I'm going to test fit, make sure that all this stuff is going to line up before I go cutting holes in something that took me forever to get. These little spots here is where all the clips go that hold that door card in place. There's a little rubber kind of I don't know what you call it, a little rubber seal goes around all these. These are obviously old and trash. I did get new ones. So I'm going to go ahead and put all my little rubber seals in. And then I got new clips to go on the new door cards. And I'm going to do that before I test fit here, at least a few, so I make sure I'm lined up before I go cutting a hole in that thing. So here's little seals. These little cones go in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put all these in. so there's our test fit. Looks like we did pretty good. Looks like this lines up nicely. And when the speaker cover's on there, you're not going to be able to see any of those rough edges at all. This all lines up nice. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the clips back, or the rest of the clips on this. I'm going to attach it, and then I can feel where the door hardware starts, and they just screwed right through this, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to get this thing installed. Okay, all the clips are on. I'm going to stick this thing on and put the speaker back on, put all the hardware on, and call this side good. So all put back together. Nice, new, clean, and complete. Now I just got the other side to do, and this thing is done. Alright, so here's the other side. I'm gonna take all this stuff off, show you kind of how it's done. It's pretty simple, goes pretty quick. And then we'll do the same thing to this one, and these door cards will be done. So on this guy here, there's a little cover plate. Need a small screwdriver. Just pry that out to access the screw that holds this on. Just like that. And then with your window knob, this little plastic cover goes over this thing. Kind of a pain. Pry it off, push over to the side, and you can get to the screw. I like to put the screw back in, put the cover back over it so I don't lose it. So this is the kind I use. Got the nice little V in it, makes it really easy to get to those clips. Doesn't really matter on this door because it's trash, but I'll show you anyway. So you find a seam, get close to one of the clips, and you just use this to pry the clip out without damaging the vinyl, if it was working or damaging. So as you can see, it has good condition on this one. So I put these pieces in, welded these into the bus to make a good spot to mount the speakers. You can check that video out. This was just an open area, and I put those in so that we could put these bigger speakers in the door, get some good sound out of this thing. Alright, so here's the other side. I'm going to go ahead and trim these out, get this one prepped as well, and get it put in. I'm going to mark the holes for the door handle on this one. The other one proved to be pretty problematic, getting those lined up properly. So I'm going to mark it on here, use this one as a template because they do not line up. Okay, and then the last thing before this goes in is this guy here. Now, see on the back there's a couple little clips here and then some longer tabs here. So what you need to do is you've got to slide it in and then clip it on. Be a little stubborn, but it holds it pretty securely. And nice that trim look real nice. So can't get it in right if you don't put these bottom clips in first. Alright, let's go fit it on the vehicle. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, get some of these top ones kind of positioned to make sure everything lines up. You might have to adjust your clips as you go, because there will be some movement that is necessary to get them into the right position. Watching another episode of SV's Auto. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll keep bringing you great videos.